Well, you take a number one.
Number one, piss.
That's right. He says, I'm taking a number one in your ball pit.
It's Rap Battles reaction time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. ERB, another epic moment. This one, we're going to go back in time to earlier this year. Ronald McDonald versus Burger King. Now, the last one we did, you were pretty clueless throughout that whole thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I missed a lot of these references as well, but we had so many comments from people saying like, oh my God, there's no way she could be that clueless. She cannot be that dumb in the brain. I'm like, you just don't know.
I am the coolest of all the clueless.
That being said, one is they rap really fast. And second, you really have to follow the characters, both of them, in a deep enough way that you get the double entendre of the meaning. And like, it's not easy. So I was trying to find another one to react to that I feel like, well, you could know most of these references. And I figured, okay, Ronald McDonald versus the Burger King, right? You know these fast food joints really well. So I figure, let's see if you can get this one. No test. Let's just see.
I'm not sure. Let's see. This is very interesting as well, and how he's going to make up some of the rap lines.
Oh, I bet you it's all about your food tastes like crap. Your food makes people fat. You're ugly clown. Like stuff like that. I think the things that they latch onto is probably pretty obvious. I think what makes it clever is they say it in a way that is humorous and witty at the same time.
Okay, let's just do this.
All right, let's just do it. Them lyrics, they'd be spinning out real fast.
I know.
Yeah. All right, and away we go. Of history. Versus Burger King.
Welcome to BK. How can I serve you today? One flame broiled ass clown? Have it your way. You can't do fast food half as good as I do. Your pink slime meat turns my asshole to a drive-through.
Oh my God.
This one's too good. Once you get the reference, it's even funnier.
Okay.
Your pink slime meat turns my asshole into a drive-through.
When you eat their burger, you have to go do number two.
That's true. Or maybe it's more like a number three because it's watery.
Yes.
Well, pink slime meat, the reference isn't just meat, right? So there was this huge controversy a couple of years ago that ground beef that is sold actually injected with a bunch of chemicals and this kind of not really meat sort of stuff.
Fake.
It's like mixed with like gunk and stuff like that. And they inject it with chemicals and then they squirt it out and it looks like pink slime. And they mix it with the burgers because you can have a percentage of the meat in your burgers made up of that pink slime and they will still call it ground beef. And people were saying like, that's disgusting. So they're talking about how this pink slime, which is a great reference to like diarrhea because slime kind of gets squeezed out in the same way. A drive-through, getting like always going through your body like that. Oh my God, that line there is freaking brilliant.
Oh my gosh.
Your play out like a Chuck E. Cheese token. Your style's like your ice cream machines. Broken. I'm dropping whoppers that'll knock you off the menu. Call you Ronald Donald, cause there's no MC in you.
Why don't you call me Ronald Jeremy? Cause I'm getting nasty. Like the whoppers you sell made of horse lips and ass me. Ask Rick and Morty who's the lyrical boss. I've got lines for days. Call me Szechuan sauce.
So this one I thought was actually pretty clever and it's a very simple reference. He's talking about, I got lines for days, call me Szechuan sauce.
What's that mean? Having a long line. A lot of people ordering food.
And then call me Szechuan sauce.
No, I don't get that.
Oh, so you had to get the double meaning this one, right?
Okay.
I have lines for days. He's basically referencing two things. One is, I have lines for days. In other words, I can spit line after line. I've got rap lines. I got a million things I can say. But he's also talking about, I got lines, long lines. Long lines at a McDonald's. And he says, call me Szechuan sauce. Well, Szechuan sauce is a sauce that McDonald's used to have on the menu. Like when I was a kid, that was one of the sauce flavors you could dip your chicken nuggets into. And they haven't had it for a while, but then they brought it back recently, like a limited edition sort of thing. And people went crazy for it. Going to the store, getting like hundreds of these things, trying to sell them on eBay for like hundreds of dollars.
What the heck?
And so like, yeah, people were like getting in the line just for the Szechuan sauce. So if you knew what happened in that crazy moment in history, boom, then you got this reference.
Damn. Nope. I wasn't here in America during that time.
No, you were here, actually.
Was that?
Yes, you were. This happened in the
Really?
last 10 years, Lulu. Yes.
Okay.
Excuses.
I don't remember.
Undisputed go to putting burgers in bellies. I'm fast food M&M, your machine gun Kelly. I'm Coke to your Pepsi, I'm Mac, your Android. Let's be real, I'm Nice Peter, and you're Epic Lloyd.
You're
Get
number
that,
one.
Dawn.
Like the whiz I took in your ball pit. Them rhymes you just spit are a Ray Kroc of shit. You spooky ass clown, you're so creepy it's insane. You look like you just ate someone's brother in a storm drain. You can't beat the king with your crew, please. The whole head of your government's name is Mayor McCheese. I ain't loving shit, even if Timberlake sings. I'm running
God.
circles round you like my onion rings.
Your onion rings are pretty good. But that verse was lifeless, you had no joy in it. Last rapper, this plastic had a Happy Meal toy in it. I'm serving millions and I can't be beat. You're a bin full of lettuce, facing defeat. Using Cheetos, dude, get your recipes together, man. I've had the same fries since I was Wheeler Scott the Weatherman. I'm the best trash-talking mascot in town. You might be the king, but a clown wears the crown.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Show me two losers or enough to be my daddies, and I'll square off with them like a
Wendy's.
It's Wendy, the hip-hop and pitbull I'm stocking. No fools as frosty as the salad bars that I'm dropping. I'm topping you two like plain baked potatoes, exploiting you both like you were growing my tomatoes. King, you're creepy and you're always second fiddle. Your breakfast croissants are even worse than his McGriddle. And McDonald's gave your job to a box with a fake, left you behind like a quiet kid in a play place. I'm the fast food queen, me with a tweet sash. Leave opponents frozen cause I always keep my beef fresh.
Hold wall. Hold down. Hold us all.
That was so clever. I did not see that coming.
I did not see that coming either. Oh God.
Oh, Lord E. All right. Just to go back and see if I can help you digest
Yes,
some of these
because
verses. You
it's
want that, baby?
A lot of stuff I did not understand.
I love this one. All right, Burger King, you're number one. Like the whiz I took in your ball pit. You gotta know what that means. Oh, God, those lines are so good.
Well, McDonald's has that playground.
That's right. They have the ball pit,
Yes,
right? So
yes.
he said, you're number one.
And I grab it from your ball pit.
What? No, that's not what he said. What are you talking about?
Well,
He's referring to the fact that when you talk about market share, McDonald's beats Burger King. McDonald's makes more money, they have more stores. So he's saying you're number one. Mm-hmm. But he's saying, what else is number one, Lulu, in the world? Well, you take a number one.
number one, piss.
That's right. He says, I'm taking a number one in your ball pit. Now you get it?
Damn!
And then he says, boom, the rhymes you just spit are like a Ray Kroc of shit. What do you think that means? You should know this one because we went to the very first McDonald's. Remember? We went to the museum?
Yes,
And who
you did.
founded McDonald's?
I forgot.
Ray Kroc!
Kroc.
Ray Kroc! Jesus Christ, I'm literally giving you the alley-loop here.
Ray Kroc of shit. Oh.
That's right. So Kroc of shit, right? Right? And then it's the Ray Kroc of shit.
Oh my God. There's a lot of meaning that I have to study.
That's because you don't remember. You don't have to study this. You were literally at the McDonald's museum with me, Lulu. So I love how they're bringing in Wendy's here. And the way she referenced it is like, you two are old enough to be my daddy. And I'm going to square off with you like my hamburger patties.
Wait, she has a square patty?
That's right.
Really?
You remember? You don't remember that?
No.
You go to Wendy's with the hamburgers? We don't go to Wendy's that often. That's true. But their patties are square.
Really?
That's right. So that's double meaning there too, right? Like I'm going to square off with you, which is I'm going to fight with you. Like in a boxing match, the ring is what?
Square.
That's right, baby. The ring is square. So that's what I say. I'm going to square off with you. It means I'm going to fight you.
Right.
Right? Boom.
Boom.
Double meaning right there
She
again.
called them old.
Old, like my daddies. To her diss of McDonald's, freaking brilliant, right? It's talking about McDonald's has left Ronald McDonald behind, like that kid you leave behind in the
The playground?
in the playground. You have to understand the history of McDonald's because back when I was a kid, Ronald McDonald was on everything. They had a ton of commercials that were targeting kids, and he was running around in those commercials. His face was on the Happy Meal. His face was on everything. And then as McDonald's, kind of grew out of targeting kids, maybe because I think they started to pass laws where you couldn't use fast food imagery and target kids like that, they stopped doing that. So they stopped using Ronald McDonald's. Yep, they stopped using you. They left me behind. Like that kid, like so many parents would literally drop their kids off at the McDonald's to go in the play pit, and they would just leave them there for hours and not come back.
My God,
as if it's like a makeshift babysitter.
Yes, like a child care.
Like free child care.
Oh
man, so much history here. So much history, man.
You can do that, my gosh.
Not a good idea. So good. Oh my God, what a twist with her in the end, man. Well, how about this? I'm going to find another one then. And this one, I'll see if I can find one that's a little edgier for you then, right? Since you like it like in your face. Since you like it hard.
That's right.
You like it a
with
little
your
bit
titties, like slap in your face.